Welcome to the webinar to this sunny Sunday. I hope everybody's doing well. We're John and Leslie Ksiazek, and we're at Don and Sandy's house by the beach. Things are happening. We're going to be going over the webinar today. I'm glad you're taking time out of your schedule to flip onto this and have your guest on it and yourself on it. And so we're going to be doing a brief presentation. Ain't going to be more than 30, 35 minutes. And you'll be up and running and know exactly what to do, and I hope you have a lot of people on it. These are worth having on it because you could be sitting in a living room and from one side of the country to the other. Leslie, want to throw something in there?
No, that's good. Perfect.
All right. Let's go to the next slide there, Ron. So anyway, we're going to talk about, are you looking for more? I'm going to give you a brief. When I started doing something with this business, I had a tile and marble business. Now, everybody else out there has either a job or a business and either has no time, no money, no freedom, or never travel. And if you have a job, maybe no security. Maybe you want less debt. Maybe you have a lot of debt right now. But a lot of stuff that I was going through, I didn't have any freedom because I had guys working. And if you have people you employ, you just can't disappear, because if you leave for a week, you're not sure what might happen in your business. You probably won't have one when you get back most of the time. So if I ever went somewhere, I really couldn't trust what was going on. So when this came about, my sponsor, Matt Curtis, Matt and Kim, I wasn't looking for more, okay, because I was already doing more. I had two businesses. So I thought my more was real estate and the tile. That was my more. And as I watched Matt and Steve develop a business, they tripled my income in a matter of a couple months. So then now I was looking for what they had. They had time, they had money, they had freedom, they were traveling, they had security, they had less debt and better health. So if you're looking for any of these things above, this is what we're going to be talking about. Better health. You can't buy health unless you're buying good things to put in your body to make your health better. But once your health goes, you can't buy it back. So we're going to be talking about that. Security. You know what? If you have a job or a business, there's nothing wrong with a plan B. Okay. And we're going to talk about making money. Okay. If anybody gets offended about making money, you know, it's just like oxygen. If you don't have it, you're not going to be alive too long. So let's go on to the next slide. You know, so what's the current options? Plan A, like we talked about, having a job or a business. You know, that's one income coming in. Most people want to put their wife moving to do a job to make their plan B as a second income. But say we're to plan A, say if you have a business you're working or a job 40 hours a week and you think you're going to retire at 65, you never have freedom because you're too busy working, you know, or you're a business owner, like I was explaining, not having freedom because you're too busy working, so you can't go anywhere because you've got employees and a high chance of failure. And that happens quick. Back in 2008, when everything stopped, I had a tile business that was happening, and all of a sudden the phone stopped and there was no phone calls, not a one phone call. The phone didn't even ring, okay, unless somebody wanted money from me. Okay, that's when the phone rang. So, but thank God I actually made a plan B and I didn't need that income anymore. So that's what we're going to talk about, is a plan B, a secondary income. So if something happened to plan A, you switch into plan B, and now, so basically you have a 2 to 5 plan, 2 to 5 year plan, and you're going to put in 1 to 15 hours a week, at least 5 hours we're talking about. And that ain't much. I mean, a proven business system, low startup cost, create ongoing residual income. I mean, for the last 9 years since I've been developing this, I've got paid every week. I've got paid whether I went to work or not. And I've had help from my sponsor, Matt, Steve, and that's why we have mentorship program. You have a sponsor, you have people, you have a proglobalsystem.com. You can go on there, learn what to do. There's all kinds of stuff and things to learn from. So you can't beat about plan A and plan B. I mean, I'm going real quick, but a lot of times people don't think they need a plan B. They think their job is going to stay there. They think that the business is going to stay there. But in 2008, everything disappeared and a lot of people lost everything. There was no business. There was no job. There was nothing. So if you didn't have a plan B, you were really sweating it. Okay. So I wasn't sweating it. Not even 1 minute was sweating it in my plan B. I mean, my plan A, because I had plan B already set up. So we're going to be going into that. And I hope we really have, it's like your mind has to be open like a parachute, because if it's not open, you're just going to drop. You're not going to understand anything we're talking about. Let's move on to the next one, Ron. Industry. 6 times more chance to make $100,000 a year than going to college. So this makes more money than NFL, music industry, video gaming, movie industry, natural foods. So think about this: network marketing, $178 billion. That's quite a bit of money. So if you're in that field, if you could just look at the numbers, you can just, it'll speak for itself. And like I said, that's your plan B. Okay, because a lot of times people put their wife to work for their plan B, or they go do something else for plan B, or they work on Sundays for their plan B. But this is working 1 to 5, 1 to 15 hours a week for your plan B. And I'm really excited about this. I've always been excited about this because I understand that, money is like oxygen. If you don't have it, it's going to go down real quick. So let's go to the next one. Turnkey system. Okay, so we got Pro Global System. You go onto the website, there's marketing tools, training, events. You can go on there and watch my sponsor, Matt, do this same flip chart in about 8 minutes, okay? Just go on to proglobalsystem.com, go down to videos and training, and click Matt, and he can do the same overview of what we're doing right now, except you can do that at nighttime at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can pass it to your friend. That's the base of this business, is to pass it to a friend, not to keep it a secret, okay? So turnkey system is your plan B, and you got to take use of it. The whole idea is if you take use of it, it'll work, and don't keep it a secret. Let's go to the next one. The vehicle, plan B, the fastest growing company experiencing 500% growth in America. Jeunesse, advantages, low risk, low financial commitment, build your own income generating asset, work from home. You can work from your telephone. They'll give you an office. J-Mobile, you could send the video, you could check what you made or what is happening on your telephone. So that could be your office, okay? So it allows for more of a lifestyle. If you're on a boat or a beach, you could either send somebody a video that you met yesterday, or a friend saying, hey, check this out, and I'll call you in 5 minutes. So the vehicle plan B is happening. The advantage is low risk. You don't have to get a loan for a store. You don't have to get a loan for vehicles. You work this day by day, week by week. Now this ain't something like the lottery where you're just gonna pick the winning lottery ticket, money's gonna drop on your seat. You're gonna have to do something, and anything legitimate, you're gonna have to do something. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. But Jeunesse, let's move it. Business model. Fast growing industry, work from your computer, international opportunity. Basically Jeunesse pays people to promote their products and the opportunity. So basically all we're doing is we're expanding the volume of a company, and they pay you. Just like Dish Network has on the TV, where they'll pay you a $50 bonus if you give them a customer. So if you give them 5 customers, that's $500, that's $50 each. Everybody's doing it. The banks do the same thing. You refer somebody, they open a bank account, they give you $25. So there's nothing different, except this is developing a business that's ongoing for yourself, that can duplicate, that can make a high income potential. So fast growing, work from your computer, international opportunity, because you could talk to somebody in Spain, you can talk to somebody in Colombia. I've got a friend, Danny. I mean, he's doing training for people in Colombia on the computer and on the telephone. He speaks Spanish, and the best I have in Spanish is que pasa and mucho dinero and sí. But he's got it all. He can wrap it all up. He can put everything together. So, that's international, okay? Brazil, same thing. Peru, same thing. Georgia, same thing.
Georgia.
Yeah, well, that's international. Some people.
No, it's not.
Buy and consume products. That's basically what we do. We buy and consume products, tell people about the product, transfer your buying habits. So, might talk to somebody about Zen. right here, Zen, okay? That's a protein shake. Finity, right here, you talk to somebody about that. You know, ladies talk about things all the time. So, you know, the best way to get the message across the United States is tell a lady, and the message will be across the United States.
Right.
So, hey, transfer your buying habits. Go to the next one. Jeunesse total sales per year, right here. So they started, 25,650. Now think about that, 650 million. They're going to be hitting $1 billion. So ask yourself, where do you want to be in that atmosphere of the $1 billion? Do you want to make any money from that? Because they're going to say $1.5 billion, and if we're still just not doing anything, that billions, none of that's in your pocket. So that's why it could be international. You could be doing things while you're, say, in Florida, if you might be in another state right now, or New Jersey or Michigan. You might enroll somebody in, we'll say, Brazil. The time is way behind time, or Hawaii, where you're like 6 hours or 5 hours, where people are doing a meeting while you're sleeping, or ordering a product or using a product while you're sleeping. And then when they're sleeping, you're doing something. So it's international, okay? So that's a big deal. So think about that, $1 billion coming up. Most companies will not hit $1 billion. So when they hit $1 billion, that's a big thing. Let's go to the next one. Medical advisors. These guys know what they're talking about right here. Our team of board of certified physicians. Think about this this Newman guy right over here. Talk about plant stem cells. I mean, there's all kinds of things happening. We got people that back us up and know exactly what to do. And you can look them up if you want to write their names down. Look them up on YouTube, and this way you could see what they're doing and what Jeunesse has to offer. Let's go to the next one, Ron. Randy Ray, Wendy Lewis, founders. You know, these guys have been developing back websites for the last 15 years. They know what's going on. Scott Lewis is the son of Wendy, the CVO, Chief Visionary Officer. I mean, he's been to all these different countries, and he's putting the business there so it'll go on without you. So it's happening. Now, like we say yes to Jeunesse. Next one, Ron. Now, okay, here we are. Now, this is basically the Yes Youth Advancement System here. I'm going to have Leslie talk about a couple of these things. Come on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Next page.
Luminous. No, we're going to go over to Luminous. Go to Luminous.
I think
right there.
There we go. Okay, here we go. The Luminous is it's unbelievable. There's all kinds of pictures before and after. All you have to do is look at them, especially the serum. But the one thing we're going to talk about in a few minutes is the instantly ageless. That one will get someone's attention quick. That one's like a fast thing, but the serum someone will be a believer in over 7 days at least. And also the body lotion. Well, they're all good. Next page.
Super. You want to back it up, Ron? We'll go to the next one.
Oh, there's a before and after.
Oh, before and after. Back it up, Ron. A reverse. Oh, there we are. Hey, listen.
We're going to go through that.
So we talk about the ageless. Ageless is basically a quick glimpse that you could hand somebody a package in a minute and a half. They could lose the bags under their eyes or their wrinkles. And now they'll move up the luminescence line where it's the long-term version. Okay. So think of a minute and a half. You could text the video off your J Mobile office. They could use, what I do is I pull something on my wallet, maybe hand them a package, or they can put it on right now. Minute and a half, it's gone. They say, wow, that is happening. I might have seen that on Facebook or something. And that's how you develop it. So the where am I going with this? Ageless is the door opener, so
right.
People can move to Luminous over their line. Then we get the AM, PM. AM is very simple. AM is AM. Okay, gives you energy and everything you need for the day. PM is for sleep, good sleep. And then we talked about the Zen, Definity. Definity, it basically has stem cells in it and develop your telomeres, which are telomeres are in your body that what makes you age. So what it does, it takes the unphrase, because in your body was what the scientists talk about. is that you get shoelaces that start getting frayed. So the Definity slows down the fraying and repairs it. Okay, so you know, if you want to slow down your aging, nobody wants to age. Everybody thinks, oh, I don't want to talk about my age. I don't want to talk about this. But why don't we do something about it? Slow down your aging. I take my Definity in the morning. I take my AM. I have a Shake Zen, and then I take the Reserve. The Reserve has resveratrol in it. That there has fruit. Now think about how many glasses of wine you got to have resveratrol in it to do something good for you. This has 1,000,000 times better than one glass of wine. So think about all these things that we're talking about. If you want to stay young, do something about it. Let's make it happen. But ageless is a door opener. Let's move on to the next one. Next page. Next page.
Now you just went through
Okay,
all
instantly
this.
ageless. Hey, listen, I get carried away with all that. But this stuff here is the ageless. There's the box right there. You could pull it out, put something in your wallet or your purse. It'd be a quick thing and hand it out to somebody and send the video.
Card.
It's a business card. Move on to the next one, Ron. It just gives you some examples right here. Looks like we have mug shots up. Reserve, there it is right there. Antioxidants, stress, premature aging, reinforces healthy immune system, helps maintain a healthy metabolism. Ask yourself, how much fruit do you eat in a day? I mean, most people have a banana and an apple, and most of that's no good because they just take it out of the place before it's even any good. So then it just sits somewhere, and then you put it in your fridge or your pantry, and it goes bad. You don't eat it anyway. So that's why Reserve is good. You just take it, rip it open, and have it. Let's move on to the next one. We talked about the Definity. Promotes a feeling, youthful vitality, supports maintenance or natural DNA, repair mechanisms, AM, PM. Let's go to the next one. Zen builds muscle and takes away, builds muscle, but at the same time, it takes away stuff that you don't want around your sides and other places. Okay, I'm not sure how it all happens, but it seems like what it does. And it supports a healthy immune system. Let's go to that next one, Ron. Healthy energy drinks. I got one right here, acerola, right here. It's my favorite. This stuff is happening. Most people don't. When they talk about energy drinks, they're not going to talk about healthy. Okay? But think about this. $10 billion industry projected to go up to $25 billion over the next 5 years. That's big. These things are really good. You can't miss with this. So that's happening. Next thing we got shakes, core. Okay, chocolate and vanilla. And then we got the core boost. I mean, you have something to build muscle. You have something to take off fat. You got something to do all kinds of stuff. So we have everything, and this is all in your back office. So if you're looking at this, don't get all mixed up. Just understand we got something to take away wrinkles. We got something to keep the wrinkles away. And then we got acerola to keep you energy. We have Zen to build muscle and take off the fat that you don't want. We got AM, PM.
Uppers and downers.
Uppers and downers, we got it all. So let's move on to the next one. Compensation plan. So if you're wondering how you make money from all this, we're going to go over this right now. But whenever any one of these products are purchased, you're going to get a profit from that. Okay. So instead of just going to the store and saying, hey, I'm going to go and buy this vitamin or buy this shake from somewhere, you're going to get paid from going onto your own website. So there's 6 streams of income: retail profit, new customer acquisition bonus, team commissions, leadership matching bonuses, customer acquisition incentive, leadership bonus pool. So there's all ways of making money, but you got to take advantage of it in order to make the money. And it's very easy to take advantage of it. You just got to get out the couch, turn the TV off, go out and make use of your time, and just understand that people are using all these products right now. And so you could just, all you have to do is make a phone call and send a video. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so what this is a binary compensation plan. So imagine this is your house. You're going to build executives. You're going to call a friend of yours, and you say, you wouldn't believe this, but I'm going to send you a video. It's going to be like a 1-minute video, and then call me back, or I will call you back. That's what's going to happen. So you're going to, on the left and the right, on your computer screen that you have on your office, you're going to enroll somebody on the left. Okay. Now, I don't know if you're like me or not, but I never used a computer before. So I had to learn how to use an office like this. So I didn't know what all this meant. It took me a little bit of time to learn. Okay. So it's not like I just jumped on the computer and said, hey, I know what that binary means. I had no clue what was going on, but I learned real quick. Okay. So you're going to roll left and right. You might enroll your friend. You know, they might just want to get the skincare. They might want to get some wrinkles. That's $199 package kit that they can get. They might want to lose weight. So they're going to get the $4.99 and get all the stuff for $4.99 and start learning about all that. So you got a left and a right. That person might enroll another person who enrolls another person, enrolls another person. Then you enroll another person. You help your friend enroll somebody and learn what to do. Your commissions are up to $26,000 a week. Okay. And I know you're not going to believe that right now, but if you do this for a while, you'll understand how you can make the $26,000 a week. Okay. If you want to make $2,600 a week, if that's believable for you, okay, go on to that right now. But $26,000 a week, that is very high. But so we're talking about just help people build executives, help them go executive, Jade, Pearl, and Sapphire. But you get credit for whatever happens. Somebody buys something, you get credit, they get credit. Everybody's happy. That's how this works. Let's go on to the next one. Global, 100 countries. Think about, like I talked about before, we're in the USA. You might know somebody who knows somebody in Hong Kong. You might know somebody in Puerto Rico. You might know somebody in Panama. Okay, when we started enrolling people, we know people who enrolled people in all these different places. Okay, so everybody gets credit. So if somebody's developing a business in, say, Japan or Colombia or Panama, they're developing their business for themselves, but you get a percentage wherever your office is. Okay, on your computer with your computer site, you get points for every product, and you get paid for that. That's exciting. Okay, so it's not like if you're working a job somewhere, the company is not going to pay you to bring all kind of customers to the store. Okay, if you work in a store or somewhere, but in this, you're going to get paid. So that's why this is working for yourself. Okay, let's go on to the next one. More project, Jeunesse Kids. You know, this is basically where the companies are now giving back to where they got the product from, and basically taking care of people that need the help. Okay, so you know, the More Project is over in Brazil. They're helping to build the villages. They support the whole place, and all the money goes directly to the kids. Okay, and you know, we were in Mexico about a couple months ago, and we went into the help in a couple of places, and there's kids that live in like places where you build like the Publix skids. They build houses like that, and then that's where they live. So that's what we give back. You can go on your office and click $25, $50. You can do that, and that goes directly to the kids, and that gives back. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, start your business. So like we talked about before, how you engage. Enrollment is $49.95, $50 to open your computer site and your website. So it's $50. It's just like going to Costco or Sam's, $50. Okay, but every year in Costco and Sam's, it's $50. And if you refer somebody, you're not getting $26,000 a week. Okay, so if somebody thought they're going to get paid for going to Costco or Sam's, I just burst their bubble. But over here, yes, they are. Okay, I'm all about taking care of, you know, my family instead of taking care of everybody's family at the stores. Okay, but so here's what it is. You can have the basic package, $199. You can get the $499 with the 300 CV. That's the best one because you're going to get the Zen, the AM, PM. You're going to get a little of everything with that package. At the $199, you only get 3 different things. So then you have access to everything. You have access to the energy drinks, the core. You have access to the whole program. Okay, so enrollment is $50, and then order what you want. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Auto ship. The auto ship is basically what you're going to order anyway. This is what the company just would like you to have. This way, it pays for your website. because they're running your website. They're taking care of they're paying people, they're delivering, doing all the things that if you ran a business, you'd have to pay somebody to do, an accountant. So auto ship is a long-term residual income. That means you talk to your friend. Hey, they click, they want maybe ageless and they want reserve or they want the Zen. It'll come in, say 60 points, 100 points every 30 days, okay? That's basically how this works. And you don't have to be, but the best thing is to be, okay? That's the auto ship is the key, okay? So if you want to have income for the next 5 or 10 years, you want to help people learn what auto ship is about, why it is, and why they need it. Let's go on to the next one. Thank you, Ron. $120 million. Think about this. The company did $120 million. Now that's big.
In June.
In June, 116,000 new enrollments. Now that's why they're going to hit $1 billion. Okay, so that's why you want to be in the cutting edge with this. You want to be talking to people, because if you don't talk to somebody else is going to talk to them for you. Okay. Because you might be sitting here watching this thinking, well, I don't know if I'm interested or not. And then tomorrow when you go to work, somebody's going to be having pass around the ageless and say, hey, have you ever heard of this? This stuff is exciting. And you're going to think, you know, I was just watching this webinar last night. I have no idea what that guy was talking about. But now I'm sitting here listening to my friend talk to me about it. Okay. So that is the whole key about this. You want to get excited about it. I mean, if you're not interested in making money, well, maybe you won't be excited about it. If you're interested in your health, maybe you'll be excited about it. And then maybe a couple months from now, you want to make an income. I don't know, but that's the key. But think about this, 116,000 new enrollments. If they were in your computer site, you would be dancing right now. Okay. That's the things you want to think about. Let's go to the next one. Get started today. You know, that's all I could say is get started, because when I didn't want to get started with this, when my friend Matt put the enrollment paper, where's that enrollment paper, matter of fact, that enrollment paper, I'm going to bring this enrollment paper up here. This enrollment paper up here.
Oh, he's got it there.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to bring it up here too. You know, Matt put it on the table and he said, hey, John, just fill this out. I said, Matt, I'm not filling nothing out. I'm not interested. Don't talk to me about it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just wasn't open and looking. My parachute was closed. Okay. So if I was going to jump out of an airplane, my parachute was closed, I was going to die. Okay. Thank God I signed this enrollment paper right here, because in about a year and a half, I didn't need to go to work anymore. Okay. So that was exciting. I mean, now if I didn't sign that enrollment paper, I couldn't even tell you what happened, because business stopped. So I'm not really sure what could have happened. So I was excited about that. You know, so but you want to get that enrollment paper going. You know, my friend Carlos, I talked to him a couple of years ago about this. He didn't want to get started. I put the enrollment paper down and he said, no, John, I just want to use the product. But in about 3 hours, he wanted to make money. Okay. He wasn't sure about it, because he didn't know. He didn't exactly know about everything was going on. Because sometimes people are leery, hey, what is this? What is that? I don't know what's happening. But after he found out what's happening, Carlos was more excited about it. And then now it was time to start. Okay. So shoot for Sapphire. You want to shoot for Sapphire, because that's what the company tries to do, is help people go Sapphire, because that's when you're making, you know, 500, 600, 700 a week. Shoot for Sapphire is what's happening. Enroll 12 people on the left and your right. And that's shoot for Sapphire. Let's move on to the next one, Ron. You know, Sapphire launch, 90-day plan of Sapphire. You know, you want to start bringing people to events. You will bring people to events, and that's how the Sapphire Foundation starts, by basing 12 people on the left, 12 people on the right. And it starts by sending people a video and having them watch there's a J Mobile. If you're looking on the screen right now, the J Mobile app, you can send the video. Start sending videos out to people. Start using it. You can also check, it shows you how many people you're enrolling, and you can bring them to the events that are happening. That's going to be in Orlando. That's going to be in Hollywood, which we're going to go over that in a minute. But so in Miami. So if you want to look at this, build executives. Like we talked about that plan right up there. You got a left and a right. Help your friend enroll a left and a right. Help their friend enroll a left and a right. Help their friend get belief. Now, it's not going to happen by osmosis. You have to put them on the proglobalsystem.com, help them get on the webinar so they can believe they can do it. If they don't believe they can do it, they're not going to enroll left and right. Okay? Simple as that. You got to have belief. I mean, in whatever you're doing, if you don't have belief, it's kind of hard to say, do a job professionally if you don't believe you can do it. Okay? If that makes any sense. So whatever job you do right now, it's kind of hard to do your job if you don't believe you can do it. Okay? So our job is to help them, to our friends and their friends, get belief so they can figure out they can do this and then work together. And so this gives you an idea. 1 month, go Jade, 6, 16, 24. That means 12 on the left, 12 on the right. Okay, that's Sapphire. And on your website, it's going to say Sapphire, and then upward and onward. Okay, so I hope this is making some sense. But let's start with going executive first. And everybody has a brother. Everybody has a friend. Everybody knows somebody at work. Somebody might meet somebody that they didn't meet yesterday. They know somebody today. But it takes you to sell yourself on meeting somebody. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, here it is. Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, Bob and Linda Robinson is going to be in Hollywood. And that's the 11th at 7 p.m. Sheridan Street. Bob's a good friend of mine. He was an electrician years ago. And he thanks God this thing came around because it took the wire clippers out of his hands and this became electrified. Okay, so that's Tuesday in Hollywood. So turn your friends onto it, pick them up. You can bring them there, send them the link, text them, Facebook them, do whatever you got to do, but send them to that meeting. The meeting's in about 45 minutes, and let's move on. Discover Jeunesse. That is going to be happening this Wednesday. Okay, this Wednesday. You don't. I mean, you don't want to miss this either. Now, if you can't take off work, we understand that. But if you live in Orlando, you want to be there. So this way, you can meet the owners. You can meet the different people about. They usually have 2 doctors there, and it's going to be at the Orlando Marriott Lakeside. It's happening. You get lunch, and 9:30 to 3 p.m.
Yeah, but Tuesday night, the 11th.
And well, I'm sorry, which one? Well, Tuesday night is an open meeting.
And that's
okay?
free.
And that's free. But Wednesday is lunch and is $39. Okay. So, but you can come either or. You can come both. You could just put a sleeping bag and just stay there and wait for the meeting to happen. If you're that excited. Okay. So it just depends on how bad you want them to go Sapphire and Diamond. I'm not sure. But let's move on to the next one. Okay, that's going to be on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Okay, and this here is going to be the social media training. Okay, social media training. Ksiazek J. Well, Ksiazek J. That's pretty good. Okay, business experts and Gina and Steve Merritt. It's free. If you want to know what's going on, you want to be to these things. You can meet all the people that are making things happen. Because if you want to know about the health issue, there it is. If you want to meet people about making cash flow, there it is. You want to go to that. I mean, think about, I was in the tile marble business. I know that you have to learn how to do something big to become professional, to make a lot of money. So I went to everything when I started. So I would know what to do. So this way I could adapt and overcome whatever is happening. So somebody asks you a question, great. Say, listen, I got a good video I can send you on that. Let's move on to the next one. That's Wednesday night. Lantana Thursday. That's going to be at Matt and Kim's house. Okay. Speaker Steve and Gina will be there. You want to be at that Pine Drive. Matt, I mean, listen, Matt's my sponsor. I used to live right across the lake. And where are you pointing at over here?
I'm just making sure you know.
We got it all here. You want to be at Matt's house. That's, you know what? Matt's helped me for the last 9 years. And we always work together. You want to bring your friend there. You want to bring 5 people with you. Great people. You want them to meet Steve. You know, Steve's excited. Steve was a coach. He's going to try to help them learn what to do. So don't miss that. That's on the lake. Nice place. Just go there and you'll see for yourself. Move on to the next one. And you can drop text to people. There it is, Sunday, August 16th. Matt and Kim will be doing the next webinar next Sunday, live. And so Sunday, August 16th, Matt will be there. And like I said, you can see him also on Pro Global. Go to Pro Global System, click a video and training. You can watch him do it. Then you can go to meet him at his house. Then you can watch him do a webinar. And then you can see and ask him, say, hey, can you help me make $2,000 a week? That's what you want to do. So don't be bashful. Ask him that question. Okay, so that's what, if you want to make money with somebody, you want to make money with somebody who knows how to make money. You just don't go down to the road and ask the guy in the corner and say, hey, you want to help me make money? And he's sitting there waiting for you to hand him $5. That's not what we're talking about. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Miami. Listen, que pasa, Miami. Miami's happening. Listen, people in Miami, you want to bring them to Miami because people want to start, expanding. Because think about the gateway to all these different countries is Miami. Okay, they sing que pasa, mucho dinero down there. So that's the next place that's going to be happening with Jeunesse. Okay, it's going to be in English and Spanish. Okay, Steve and Gina Merritt and Katie Holt Larson, Lucy West. It's going to be happening. That's where you want to be. That's going to be an opportunity meeting on the 22nd in Miami, Saturday. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. You want to be excited about this? If you know anybody, text them, call them, do what you got to do. And we just talked about that Sunday, August 23rd. So we're moving on. So let's go on to the next screen there, buddy. What else we got? The luau. See, this is more fun. The luau's more fun. Everybody, when they come, they have to wear these dresses, luau outfits. You got the lades. Now we're talking. All right. So anyway, qualifications. Think about this. If you bought a founder's kit or ambassador's kit, or your back office says Sapphire, then you will be at the luau. Okay. So you got, let's see, we got about 3 weeks. Okay. So you can qualify in 3 weeks with this. Okay. So as long as your back office says Sapphire, pay to Sapphire, or you got an ambassador's kit, or you got a founder's kit, you are there. And you don't want to miss that. Steve's house is like a Disney World. I mean, he's got a hot tub there. He's got a cave there. He's got a bottom bar thing. He's got a dock in the back. He's got a volleyball court thing. I mean, you don't want to miss it. I mean, it is happening. I mean, it's like a little miniature mini Mouse. I can't even explain it. He got all kind of stuff. He's got fire coming out. There's fire come out of these things in succession if you want it. I mean, it's kind of crazy stuff, So if you want to go, that's where you want to be. Be excited. And that's about 6 houses from Matt's house. Okay. So all the success started from this place and then branched out. So anyway, that's the place you want to be. Text, call your friends, Sapphire. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next big thing also, Saturday. I know we got all these dates. Hope you get an email written down because I lost them all already. But Saturday, August 28th was is the luau. The next day is Saturday, which is the 29th. Okay, that's from 10 o'clock in the morning, okay, to 9 o'clock at night. Okay, they're going to have the doctor speaking. That's going to be happening. Jeunesse leadership. That's going to be happening. That's going to be a Journey Church, and that's on US 1, okay, between Boynton Beach and Woolbright. So you want to come to that. If you want to bring your guests to that, I mean, that is happening. Okay, that is happening. You don't want to miss that. Okay, we have tickets right here for them. I'll show you tickets right here. So call your sponsor if you don't know about it. There's the tickets. Okay, text a picture to your friend. Say, I want that. Or text a picture to them. Say, this is what you need. Okay, but that's where you want to be. And let's move on to the next one. And basically, how you move up in ranks and income is more people you bring to these events, the more belief that your friends get, the more people they're going to enroll. Okay, if that makes really sense. Because think about this: no matter what you're doing, if you're lifting weights or losing weight, If you lose 20 pounds, you think, man, I can do that. I could lose another 10 pounds. If you're in the gym or you're running, if you can run a mile, you know you can run 2 miles. So the more people you bring to these events is a better thing. That's how you move up in a business, okay? Jeunesse Convention of the Americas, the 13th to 15th of November. That's going to be happening. That's going to be a big scene. You're going to see thousands of people there is what you're going to see, okay? You know, tickets are $100. You can't beat that. I mean, so you want to be there. That's where you want to bring everybody. Bring them from across from Canada to there. That's where they want to come to. Stay a couple days and just suck in what's happening. Meet all the different people. And when you go back, you want to use all that energy to develop your business, to be excited, so that you'll see videos flying out. You see people handing the ageless out a lot quicker if they come see something bigger. Okay, so be excited. And 13 to 15 November. Move on, Ron. We're good with that. See, I'm drinking an energy drink right here, the favorite one. I think we got a black screen, and we might be finished. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm glad you're on the conference call tonight and the webinar, and hope you had a good time. And just remember, you want to be brief, be fast with this ageless. Send the videos. You know, use the product, but the main thing is help people learn what to do, and don't just put them out in the cold. If you're going to talk to somebody in this webinar, during the webinar, call them back. Say, listen, I don't know if you understood everything the guy talked about, but I'll see you tomorrow on Monday, and we'll go over it and bring your enrollment form, or you can enroll them right on the computer. So that's how you want to handle it. In our case, you know, we've got a meeting Tuesday night, and you can also go bring people to Hollywood, to Orlando. We're covering up the whole state practically. So, and you want to think about your dream. Nothing's going to happen if you don't have a dream. That was the first chart, choices. And I'm not sure about you, but I like boats. Okay. I like freedom, and I've always had a boat, and the bigger boat, the more problems, but you like bigger boats because then you like just bigger stuff, and it's just more fun, you know. But you want to have a dream, because you'll do more if you have a dream. You'll drive to Orlando. You go to the convention, you'll go enroll people tonight. You'll call somebody you don't want to call, okay? You'll go do something because you start A, but you want B. So if you want B, you have to start thinking, okay, I really don't want to do this, but I really want B. So I'm going to go do something that I don't want to do. And that was me when I started. I told Matt I wasn't interested. But after I thought about it, he was making 10 grand a week. And I decided, that's like about 5 times what I make. There was my dream, okay? Which means bigger boat, more lifestyle, and no work, okay? So that's when I got excited, when I seen that. And that's why you want to go to the convention. That's why you want to see people at these events. You want to do all this. But first, you got to have a dream to acquire all that. And I can't explain more than a dream, but if you don't have that, look it up. Google a dream, go in the dictionary, dream. Oh, hey, we got to know what a dream is, but you got to have a dream to start something. I mean, really, you got to have a dream. Everybody's got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, you know, hey, listen, you got to have it. Dream, and you got to have auto ship. So listen, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks a lot. And next week and during the week, there's going to be all kind of events. Let's make it happen, and we'll catch you guys later. Thank you.